Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to do the news for this week, so let's sit back, relax and we'll dive straight in. And the first topic of the video for this week is with Emirates and them boosting the A380 services, with them doubling their services to Bali. Now this is solely just for seasonal demand, so it will finish by the time the winter timetable comes into effect for Emirates, but the service will start on September the 1st and will run through till October 27th of this year, so that pretty much bringing us up all the way till the end of the summer season. And the A380 will operate on the second daily route. Now Emirates has said they are seeing some very strong demand for the location, so this of course is the obvious reason to why they're adding this A380 to this destination, and of course it's being at the peak summer season at this time, so it does make sense. And also Emirates can do this due to their colossal A380 fleet, which makes them able to reshuffle their fleet about and put A380s onto a route where they see some significant demand, and 777s on routes that don't see as much demand. So this is very good news for Bali, and if you're a plane spotter at Bali Airport. And moving on to the next topic, and that being with the A330-900, and the order is with Cathay Pacific, and they're placing an order for the A330-900 to replace their A330s. Now this is not the first time we have seen this happen with an airline, as Virgin Atlantic has done something similar, getting the A330-900 to replace their A330-300s. Now Cathay Pacific will be placing an order for 30 A330-900s, and it will come with new complimentary Wi-Fi as well as new seats. Now the A330neo, mainly the 900, has really been picking up a lot of popularity over the last month or so, as we did see quite a few orders come through at the Farnborough Air Show, and this order here is adding to the backlog, so the A330 is now really starting to boom. Now, as previously said, Cathay Pacific will be buying these aircraft and ordering these aircraft to replace their older and current existing A330-300s within the fleet, as the airline really hopes to modernise its current fleet of aircraft. Now, this order comes as Cathay Pacific has really been working its way out of the pandemic and is starting to have a bit of hope, as the airline is of course ordering these aircraft, and it has reported profits in the last couple of months and years. So the airline seems to finally be doing well after it had a pretty rough time for the pandemic. This is good news to hear from Cathay Pacific. And moving on to the next topic of the video, and that being with Virgin Atlantic and them axing a route. Now the routes that they will be axing will be service to the Bahamas, and that will finish as of the end of February 2025. And there also will be other routes that will likely also be stopping and axing around about the same point as this Barbados route. Now, obviously Virgin Atlantic has been looking at their routes, and obviously routes such, of course, namely China and Barbados are also not seeing a lot of passengers travelling through these destinations, so it's understandable to why these routes have been axed. But the airline has also said that it is compelled to have to make changes to its network, as of when I previously mentioned when they stopped flying to China entirely when they ended their Shanghai route, or is soon to end. Now they do say routes that will be axed will allow them to create bigger connectivity to routes that maybe see stronger demand and allow them to compete with airlines like British Airways. But they do say that axing these routes does allow them to add more connectivity to routes that they see quite a lot of demand on, such as Cape Town and Bridgetown. So this is some interesting news coming out of Virgin Atlantic. And moving on to the Airbus A321XLR, and that being with Aer Lingus. And Aer Lingus are getting ready and igniting their preparations for their Airbus A321XLR to join the fleet. Now, Aer Lingus was supposed to be the launch customer for the A321XLR, but it did trade that to Iberia due to pilots' pay and strike action. So the airline did not feel as it was right to launch this new aircraft, so they did, of course, then give that to Iberia. But with Iberia being the launch customer and not Aer Lingus, it means that the Aer Lingus pilots can be used on more routes. So this is interesting coming out of Aer Lingus and the A321XLR. And moving on to a more sad topic to wrap up this Newsweek video, but we have a plane crash in Sao Paulo. Now the aircraft involved with an ATR 72-600 registered Papa Sierra Victor Papa Alpha. The aircraft was carrying 68 passengers, and sadly all passengers and crew on board have sadly died. Now an investigation is underway to figure out the cause of this accident, but a video shows the plane spiralling out of control, so this will probably be a big lead in the investigation. So that does wrap up the news for this week, so I hope you did enjoy, and I hope I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!